Alright guys, I decided to make a video today, another one for Northwest Arkansas Tactical Ballistics. It's our YouTube page and our Facebook page, so stop by there if you want to ever see any of our other videos. The gun that I have here today is what they call an EAA Witness. Now, the cool thing about this gun is it's imported from Italy, from a company in Florida, the EAA company. The really cool thing is they've got several different different options, I guess you could say, that a lot of guns don't have, or they combine a lot of good things from a couple different guns really into one awesome gun. This one that I've got just happens to be chambered in 45 ACP. So it's kind of a contender with a 1911, just not as it's not really as expensive. It's like a mid-range with certain 1911s. Some options on here, or some options of the pistols that they carry, will put it into the range of some of the higher 1911s. They've got the Hunter series, which is like $1,000 or $2,000, and then they've got depending on what accessories you haven't put on there. They've also got the I believe it's a Witness Elite Match. One, which is kind of the one that I would really like, but it's like $600 or $700, and not a whole lot of, don't really have that kind of money to get a hold of one. But I actually got a chance to mess with this one, and just to show you that it's unloaded, I'll go ahead and safety check it. Nothing in there. Got that mag last shot slide stop, but the cool. It's got a few cool things from the factory. It's got this tactical rail here on the bottom. It's got the serrations on the front of the grip there. It's pretty awesome to kind of get just on a standard factory gun. It's on the back as well, so it gives you that good grip. It does have a beaver tail, kind of like a 1911, but this one is built into the frame. It's not a grip safety at all. That allows it a good grip there. It really does give you an awesome platform to shoot on with that one. Another cool thing is these the safety and the slide stop are stuck out there quite a ways. They're not uncomfortable to get if you ever, they're of course, I believe they're made of, I believe they're plastic, or or a high polymer. They may be metal. That just doesn't feel. No, they're metal. They're metal on there. But they are all one side. It's a right-handed gun. Another cool thing, I think the coolest thing about this is when it comes to the slide, the gun slide sits lower into the frame. Now that means that the line of the barrel and the line of the slide sit actually a little lower into your actual action. Now what this really does is, instead of when your gun goes off, it allows the recoil to come more straight back in your hand rather than gonna rise the gun. So it does itself a big favor on that, because a 45 ACP is not a small round. It's not a 9mm. It's not. Of course, it's not like a 44 Magnum or nothing, but it still packs a lot of punch. But it's a man's gun. That's the point. 45, anything chambered in 45 ACP is going to be pretty good for any guy. Some ladies choose to shoot it. That's perfectly fine. It's whatever you like. But this one I personally like quite a bit. Like I said, it's got those that slides inside the rail. That does help it also help it from the slide itself expanding out ever, or moving outward. It gives a little bit more strength that way. It's got a pretty good size barrel. It's nothing, about kind of like a 1911. Doesn't really have any issue with that. It's built pretty much like a 1911, just with some stuff from like a CZ design, and it is also double action, single action. So if you had a round in there, went off, you can get your single action, or you can actually, if you had a round in the chamber, and you wanted to pull back the hammer, you can do that and let it go. It's got a pretty good reset on it. Whenever you, Okay, that's reset. So it does have a little bit ways to go compared to even like a Taurus or a good 1911. But the only one I can really compare it to is probably a 1911. I kind of do like that cut they've got along there too. It's on both sides. Can just give it that extra line in the gun so you know where your finger sets, and you know you can just move down to the slide off the side there down to the trigger. I'm not a big fan of the curved trigger, but it does kind of keep your finger from sliding off down there. But you know, I didn't want to make this a huge review or nothing, but that's the company right there. I don't know if you can read it. Tanfoglio or Tanfoglio. Either way, they make pretty good guns. I have no complaint about this pistol. It's a very accurate gun right out of the box. Has I believe it's a 10 or 11 round magazine, double stack. So I mean, it holds a little bit more than a 1911, but it's, you know, it does its job. I mean, it's an awesome gun. I have no complaints about that. A little bit harder to take apart than a 1911. But you just tap the slide stop out just a little bit, and it'll use the magazine. They even tell you to use the magazine to tap that out. Zoom that back out just a little bit. But it's an awesome gun. They've got two-tone versions of it. They've got you know, all black ones. They've also got their polymer lower metal slide, more of like a carry pistol, or more of like a, you know, one you don't care to ding up or anything. This one, I believe, you know, would be an awesome carry pistol, and just right along with any 1911. It does carry a few more rounds, obviously, because it's double stack. That doesn't say anything bad about a 1911 or nothing. They've got their place, and these guns have their spot. But as far as the in between, they do a fairly good job for being, you know, kind of a mid-range price pistol. So that's about all I got, guys. I'd probably do some more shooting with it sometime, just because it's such a good gun to shoot. 45 is still kind of expensive, but you know, at least you reload it, and the price goes down just a little bit. But I'll do some shooting videos with it, and we'll see what happens. But just keep looking out for those videos, and thanks for watching my channel, and subscribe if you like.